Alright, hey, Zabik here. So, in the last video, we installed the brake rotor. Alright, this guy right here. It's a floating rotor from Brake Co. It's the same size as the stock one, but it's got like heating, it's got like heat sinks on it, and it's a floating rotor, alright? That puts it better than what's on the stock, bike stock. That's what's there, alright? So in this video, we're going to go install the Dunlop Moto3 racing slick. Alright, there you go. This is what they use in the Moto3 races. I think that's like in the kind of MotoGP. It's like a MotoGP kind of class with the smaller bikes, is what I want to say. Okay. So if it's good enough for those fast bikes, it should be good enough for my bike. That's what I say. Alright. Hopefully this will get us hopefully this will get us on the podium. Alright, for the upcoming Supermoto races. Alright. So anyway, let's go check this tire out, and we're gonna go install it. Alright. Okay, so before we get started, these are the tools I'm going to use. We're going to use this kind of longer tire iron right here. I'm going to start putting them in the little caddy. We're going to use the Bead Pros. I don't think we're going to need it because we're installing the tire, but they help installing the tire. All right. I've got the K&L tire tamer. This will help us install the valve stem. All right. Because Hayes Mega, half of the time Hayes Mega struggles installing that thing, and this makes it a piece of cake, alright? And then I got these two kind of very similar tire irons. It's a combination a wrench and a tire spoon, alright? I like this one because it's nice and wide, alright, and really skinny. And I like this one because it's aluminum and doesn't scratch the wheel as much. So I try to use this one as much as possible, but this one is my favorite, alright? It's the easiest one to use. And it doesn't pinch the tube very easily, right? Okay, and the last tools that we'll be using is a valve fishing tool, all right, with the tire tamer, and this valve stem core remover tool or installer tool. All right. Okay, and the tube we'll be using is a Tuss heavy duty tube. All right. I don't know how heavy duty it is. Well, let's go open it up. It's 2 millimeters. It says it's a TR4 valve. It's made from high quality butyl rubber. For long-lasting life, it's much thicker and stronger than standard tubes, alright? That's why it's a heavy-duty tube, right? I'll tell you this, the stock Sauron tubes, not very thick. They make good spare tubes, though, however. Yeah, it's pretty thick. So these are kind of a pain in the ass to install, I'm not going to lie, but I guess when they're brand new, they're easier because they're flatter, you know? But there it is. That's the tube that we're going to be installing. Alright. Okay, so yeah, let's start with the tube first. So we're going to take this cap off here. I'm going to take one of these valve stem nuts off. I don't know, some people do it different. I install one of the valves inside first. Okay, that just hand tight. Okay, and then I install the other valve, nut outside to keep it from going back in. Okay, that's the way I've always done it. I guess some people, they leave this inside and then they put both nuts on the outside, but that's the way I've always done it. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is find out the orientation of the tire, alright? Also, yeah, this tube is a, what size is this? This is a 7100 tube, so I think that means, what that means is that you could use any, this is designed for a tire from 70 width to 100 width, alright, since this is a 90 that falls in between it, so it should be fine. Okay. So the next thing we got to do is figure out what direction we're going to install this tire, alright, so this is a slick. I don't know why you have to install a slick tire in a certain direction because it doesn't have any tread on it, right? You think the tread would be the most important thing, but I think it's the way they designed the tire. They designed the tire to withstand forces going in a certain direction. All right. So the front tire, the heaviest forces that will be exerted on the tire is for braking. All right. So like it's designed to handle the forces of braking. You know. Anyway, so there is a mark right here. Right. See, there's a directional mark right here. All right, it's saying to go this way. All right, and I'm looking on the rotor right now, and it says rotation goes this way. All right, and I'm looking at the Sauron. I know you guys can't see it. Well, yeah, I guess you can't see it. I'm looking at the Sauron, the rotor is on the left, all right, so that would mean this would spin to the left, counterclockwise. So this arrow should be going counterclockwise, all right, and it is, okay? So this is the correct orientation for the tire. Also, this has one of those, whatchamacallit, where the valve stem locator, all right, it's got a little, they put a little mark on the wheel to tell you where to install the valve stem, all right? So where is that valve stem? There's only one hole in this rim, I know that. Okay, it's right here. Okay, so we got to try to line this up. It's not very crucial right now, but we got to line this up with the valve stem, which is right here where I'm pointing at right now. Okay, so there we go. We got the proper orientation. Let's go install the tire first, and then we're going to install the tire on the rim first, and then stuff the tube in there, all right? Let's go. Okay, so before we install the tire, I'm going to go baby powder it up, all right? That's a little dirt biker trick. So what the baby powder does is makes it more slippy, and it prevents pinch flats, all right? So we're going to just add some inside here. I want the inside to be slippy, but not the outside. All right, just a little bit. I know, it makes a big mess too, man. Oh, there's a lot in there. I think I'm gonna put too much. Okay. So make sure it goes counterclockwise. This is the wrong direction. It's gonna go this way. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna do the tube a little bit. All right, here's a tube right here. I don't know how easy it is to get a pinch flat riding a Supermoto, but hey, you know what? We do big jumps and stuff. You never know. Sometimes we do jump the bike. Okay, that should be good. All right, let's put the tube aside and we'll go install the tire. All right, so it's not super crucial, but the valve stem is, yeah, I'm gonna move the rim, so the valve stem is in the little cutout for my tire installing stand. All right, this is how we're gonna install it, with the little circle here where the whatchamacallit, where the valve stem would go. All right, and we're gonna use some no-mark tire lubricant mixed with water to try to get it in there. All right, so I'm gonna go spray this bad boy. I know all that baby powder is turning into goo now. All right, okay. We don't really have to line up the thing yet, but all right, we're gonna try to slip it in. Okay, and I'm gonna try to work it the rest of the way with my finger. This is a pretty soft tire. It's a really soft compound, so I think it won't be that hard to work with. Maybe we can do it without tools. I'm not sure. No, we need tools. Where's my aluminum? All right, try to use the aluminum tire iron. I think it should. What's that noise? Spacer. Okay. Okay. It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight, but it's a really soft tire. It just stretches over the. Also, I want to point out it is a kind of warm day, so this is actually a good day to install a tire. Let me see if we can just slip it in there the rest of the way. Nope. No dice. All right, here you guys can see what's going on here. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I think we'll be fine with one more. Put it this way. There we go. There we go. It's in there. All right, so we're gonna make sure this valve stem, or let's put this back here. Okay. These spacers keep on coming out. I'm gonna take these spacers out. Okay. Hopefully we don't damage the bearings. So now what we're going to do is we're going to install the valve stem. Okay. So what we're going to do is get our tire tamer. Where's that guy? Right here. All right. Oh yeah. He's been jonesing to use my tire tamer, man. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our valve fishing tool. All right, there's our valve fishing tool. We're going to pull the tire back. This, all right, there you go. We're going to, hopefully the rim strip is still in a good spot. Or this will go straight through. Nope, it's not. Son of a hold on, let me fix this. It's like, it's at the hole, but it's like, it's not right. The rim strip needs to be shifted a little bit. There we go. It's kind of odd. Yeah, make sure the rim strip is on there, right, guys? Let me double check. Okay, so generally when rim strips are pretty new, they're not like all crusty and stuck in one place, so they're kind of hard to work. You have to make sure they're aligned properly. Okay, we're gonna break out the tire tamer. Okay, we're gonna push this in through the hole. All right, guys. There we go. Make sure we get in there a good amount. All right, and I should see it in there. I do. And I go grab it. There we go. Okay. Piece of cake, man. I'm telling you, this thing is worth every penny. Okay, I'm gonna go tighten that. Oh, hold on. I missed a step. We gotta take the valve core out. Okay, there's a little bit of air in there too, huh? That, or maybe they sucked the air out or something, I'm not sure. Okay, and then we're gonna go to get our tire tamer peeled. Make sure this is in the right position. We're gonna peel the tire back again.
Powering on.
All right. And then we're gonna stuff the tube in there. Into place. I'm going to push this valve stem in here, okay, and then try to guide it to the hole. Oh, there we go. Boom. Easy. Haha! Perfect. All right, we're going to take the tire tamer out. We're going to get our nut. Okay. Mega is not a professional tire installer, but I have installed a few tires in my day. That's supposed to say. Okay, so we want to make sure that this tube is straight before we start putting it all the way in there. All right, there we go. Yeah, let's not tighten it all the way, but just make sure the nut is in there a little bit so it doesn't come out. And then what we're going to do is use the tire tamer to help us fish this tube in here, because it's kind of a pain in the booty. Okay, this side. Try not to twist the tube in any way, because it is twisting right now, by the way. What do I got going? What you got going on here? Okay, it's folding over is what's going on. It's gotta go like that. Okay, and there we go. Okay, and then yeah, at some point you don't really need this anymore. And I'm gonna go shove the tube in there as much as I can into the rim. Okay, and then still make sure that this is still straight. All right, and then I'm gonna tighten that most of the way. Okay, and then now's the fun part, spooning it on. All right, so what I like to do is put a little bit of air in it. Keeps you from pinching the tube. I've seen people professionally install tires and tubes and they still rip it, so I was watching them at a race. A dirt bike race. Okay, so first we got to make sure that the mark is right, where it should be. Okay, try to line this up with the valve stem. Okay, I think the valve, this is the lightest part of the tire or something. That's what that denotes. Okay, and then did I put the valve stem? Valve core back in? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of air to this. Okay, just a little bit. That keeps you from just a little bit. Might be too much. Okay, that keeps you. That prevents you from whatchamacallit, the tube. Okay. All right, have at it. All right, here we go. We're gonna do 2 bites. I'm going to start with these 2, and we're going to start opposite of the valve stem. How about that? All right, and then so if I need lube, we'll put lube. All right, but let's try it without lube first. So first we want to do 2 bites. It's good to wiggle the tire iron, so just to make sure it's not pinching anything. All right, and then I'm going to make a 3rd bite right here. Okay. Take this one out. Okay, keep on going. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use the tire tamer. Keep this tire tamer in here. Okay, and that should keep that from walking back on. All right, so we don't want the tire to seat yet. All right, you want it to seat when you're done installing. So this will keep this from seating. All right, and here we go. This is a soft tire. Holy shit! So easy. Okay, I'm going to push down on this. Okay, it's starting to get kind of difficult. Okay. What I'm going to do is keep this in here. From popping out. I'm gonna go right here. Okay. Make sure this is not seating. Okay. And yeah, we could just walk it on inside the time. And this doesn't have a rim lock or anything, so it should be pretty easy. There's nothing extra to do, is what I'm going to say. Okay, it's starting to get tough. Press down on the side. Okay. Maybe I want to let out a little bit of air. Okay. Press down on the other side. Super soft. Super soft, but it seems to stretch on the rim really a lot. Yeah, it's got to stretch it a whole lot. Okay. Let's make sure this is not thing. Okay, I think it's time. Oh my god. Oh, it's tight. Yeah. All right. I think it's time to bust out the lube. Okay. This is the, as you can see, this is the critical part here. This is the challenging part. So we're gonna lube that up pretty well. Make sure this guy stays down here. It actually behaves. It stays in the drop center. That's good. But it's just it seems to grip the rim like a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna work the steel one now. All right, I'm gonna press down on this so that other side doesn't pop up. Okay, do the same here. Okay, I'm starting to use this one now because it's thinner and easier to get in there. Ooh, okay. Trying to do it with the least amount of force because I don't want to rip anything, you know. Pinch anything. Okay, we're pretty much there. Okay. And you know what? We might be able to just tweak down on this and it might just go in. So let's put this like this. Just like this, and press down on it. I'm gonna look away. No. Move a little closer. There we go. Okay, I didn't want there was water and it would splash in my face. All right. So yeah. So now what we got to do? Take this guy out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I should have been wearing these in the first place, but I'm gonna put them on now because we're definitely gonna need them. Okay, so the first thing we want to do before we put air in the tire is we want to go walk around the tire and make sure the tube isn't sticking out from the. Damn, this is such a soft tire. Holy moly! This thing is gonna be like bubble gum, man. This is gonna have so much grip. I love it. Okay, I think we're good. So what we're going to do is I am going to take the valve stem out, valve core. Okay. And we're going to fill it up with air to about 70 psi. Okay. There goes. Watch out. So now I'm wearing my safety glasses, so if it pops, the liquid doesn't get in my face. All right. We should probably lube the rest of it, but let's see how. Let's just let it rip, and we'll see if it seats. Oh, here we go. All right, that's about 70 psi there. Okay, I'm gonna let the air out. Okay, I'm gonna deflate and inflate it 3 more times. All right, a total of 4 times. I like to do it 4 times, and what this does is it helps the tube seat in there nicely. All right. So also I want to make sure that the bead is set. Oh, that looks like they're okay. They all look good. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this 3 more times. So I'll speed up the video so you guys don't have to listen to the loud noises of the compressor. go ahead and put our valve core in. Okay. And then I'm gonna go inflate it to, oh, I don't know, what was, I think 28 psi is how much this should be inflated to. We can adjust it later, that's fine. Just 28. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is you just want to make sure that the bead is properly seated. So there's this line that goes around the tire, and we want to make sure we can see the line throughout the whole tire, right? So this, in this case, Dunlop Moto3 has 3 lines, all right? So we're gonna follow those 2 lines around here to make sure none of it is still inside the rim, and it looks good. All right, perfect. All right, I'm gonna flip it over. Okay, and I'm gonna go look at that line again, make sure those 2 lines stay outside of the rim the whole time, and it looks good. So man, this is a super easy tire to install. All right, good job. All right, there you go. Feast your eyes on that 90/80 17 Moto 3. Such a cool looking tire. This looks like it means business, right? Dunlop Moto 3 Dunlop. All right, so also, yeah, you want to make sure that you installed this right. Okay, rotation, counterclockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. Okay, good to go. All right, and we installed this guy in the right position, and it's a little bit off. It's off, I would say it's off by like 5 millimeters, but whatever, that's fine. We're gonna balance it anyway. So now Hades Mega has a balancer, we're gonna use it, right? So, and I just tightened that hand tight, all right? It's fine, you don't have to really tighten it all that much. You don't have to worry about that spinning all that much. Hopefully not. I don't know, man. Okay, there it is. What a beauty. I like that cool Dunlop sticker right there. Okay, tire is installed. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna balance this wheel, and then that'll be it, all right? So in the next clip, it'll already be balanced, all right? I'm not gonna get a video of me balancing it. All right, I'll let you know. Well, but I'll let you know how many weights it took to balance this bad boy. All right. All right. He's big here, and I got it balanced. All right. It took only ½ an ounce of weights. All right. It was kind of weird. I put ½ an ounce, and then it would say it's still too light, and then I put 3/4 of an ounce, and then it was saying it was too heavy. So, but I have to say this wheel is pretty damn well balanced. All right. Okay. But anyway. Yeah, I put a quarter ounce weight on each side right here, okay, and it balanced nicely. All right, the last thing to do is to put the whatchamacallit, the spacers in, and then we'll go install it. All right, we'll do that in another video. All right, Hazebig here, and that is it. We're done working on finally done with this front wheel for my Supermoto track build. All right, we're running the Moto 3 tire. I just got done balancing it like I mentioned, so the last thing to do is put the spacers on and throw it on the fork to see how the clearance is and everything. But that's it for the tire install. All right, we'll do that in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching. There's one thing I wanted to note: the sticker that was on the tire. I read it, and it says if it doesn't seat, and don't put more than 40 psi to seat the bead. I was like, oh shit, well, too late. I put like 70 psi. so yeah, I kind of messed up. What is this? There's some like ladybug flying around here. Okay, yeah. So I put 70 psi to seat the bead. All right, and I always do that for all my other tires. All right, whether it messes this tire up or not, I don't know. This one has a tube, you know, but yeah. It says it's inflated to 40 to seat the bead, all right? And I didn't do that. I inflated it to 70. So hopefully I didn't damage the tire. When I install the rear wheel, we'll try it at 40. We'll see if it'll seat. It says It says inflate it to 40, and if it's not, if the bead is not seated, make sure the tire is properly aligned or something. I don't know, man. so weird stuff. It says it on the label, but yeah, it says don't inflate it to more than 40 psi. So hopefully I didn't damage it or anything. I do that with all my tires though, so I don't see why it would damage the tire. All right, but when we install the front, when we install the Moto3 tire on the rear wheel, we'll put it at 40 and we'll see what happens. All right. Here's big out. So in the next video, we'll see if this guy fits the fork in, and that'll be it for the front. All right.